A chess engine would defeat the best chess player in the world. This is a statement that can be made freely today without any repercussion, but some centuries back, the entire country would burst with fury of a honest nest. You could be accused of treason, blasphemy, betrayal, apostasy, to mention but a few. This is because decades ago, the notion of machines triumphing over human in an intellectual game like chess seemed like science fiction. Although nothing about the chess engines we use today give a hint that they were once weak. History is replete with countless stories of how chess engines had to fight for squares and every pawn, gradually mastering strategies before outmaneuvering humans. The story of how chess engines conquered human is one with ups and downs, twists and turns, marked with relentless innovations, countless setbacks, and unwavering dedication that will change the way you view chess forever. It is the story of how a game of kings and queens got a new ruler. Code. I think the most comfortable point to start this conversation is from the mechanical talk. Created by the Hungarian inventor Wolfgang von Kempelen, the mechanical talk was the world's first autonomous chess engine. It played high-level chess and beat most of its contemporaries. Prominent figures like Napoleon Bonaparte, Benjamin Franklin, Frederick the Great Prussia, Catherine the Great, Charles Babbage, King George of England, and many others all fell short to the wizardry of the mechanical talk. The fact that a machine could not only play chess, but be better than humans at it made the world tilt in a lot of people's heads. The talk fueled public fascination. The biggest of this fascination was not that the talk defeated everyone during its first demonstration before Empress Maria Theresa of Austria. The fascination was not that it lasted an 80-year exhibition span before it was retired and donated to the Chinese Museum of Charles Wilson. Also, the fascination was not that it almost defeated François Danica, one of the best chess players during that time. The most astonishing thing about the talk was that it was famous for being a solid chess playing automation, when in reality, it was actually operated from inside by a human chess master. People were fooled for years. And guess what? Wolfgang, the creator, did not reveal this secret till he died, which made everyone believe the mechanical talk was an actual chess engine. It was only after his death did his son reveal the secret. Although the talk was a hoax, it made people consider the thought of the existence of a device that could beat human in an intellectual endeavor such as chess, and that made some people fear the worst was yet to come. That fear did not materialize in 1912 when a Spanish inventor, Leonardo Torres, built the chess engine Ajedrecista. Although it was the first computerized chess player made with mechanical components like electrical motors, pneumatic cylinders, levers and gears, rotating drums with pegs. Although the chess automation was a game changer and a jaw-dropping innovation because firstly, it used rotating drums to store pre-programmed moves which enabled it to master openings and endgames. Secondly, it had electrical sensors that tracked opponents' move, which enabled it to respond swiftly. And thirdly, it had mechanical parts that executed its moves, thereby automating the gameplay. Although El Ajedrecista could play king and pawn endgames, it could make moves without human intervention and recognize check and checkmate. Its reputation was tainted because it had one feature which in the grand scheme of things did not only define how bad it was, but also took the sting out of the potential of it becoming a chess engine to outwit humans. That feature was its ability to resign. El Ajedrecista was programmed to resign. This feature, seemingly simple, actually acknowledged its limitation, and it more than anything else confirmed it was not a threat to humans when it comes to playing chess. El Ajedrecista was so bad at playing chess, it made all humans feel like chess grandmasters. It was more of artificial incompetence than an artificial intelligence, because rather than playing like a chess engine, it played chess like humans with a few too many beards. This made humans bask in their victory against chess engines. But they did not realize the irony of the story. El Ajedrecista's greatest achievement was actually convincing humans they could beat a machine. Little did humans know that El Ajedrecista was just an experiment to spy on humans, to study how humans played the game, their depths and weaknesses, so it could be used against them in the future. For nearly 3 decades, the world of chess engines lay dormant, a barren landscape devoid of innovation. Years dragged on. Humans grew complacent, convinced of their superiority over chess engines. Chess champions gloated, secure in their dominance. The engines, it seemed, had reached a dead end. But little did humans know, a strategic retreat was underway. Years lingered. Then, humans made a great mistake that would change the tide forever. The mistake humans made happened from 1939 to 1945. Humans engaged in the largest scale experiment in futility, a pointless exercise. When humans thought it was possible to kill enough people to make peace, that mistake was World War II. World War II caused a divide between humans, and for that reason, chess engines saw an opportunity to come in between and were able to sort the services of some engineers to improve them. Shortly after this agreement with some engineers, the development of chess playing program was on the rise. This was galvanized by two seminal papers. The first one was Claude Shannon's 1950 paper titled Programming a Computer for Playing Chess, and the second one was Alan Turing's 1953 paper titled Digital Computers Applied to Games. Shannon's paper proposed fundamental strategies for computer chess, introducing concepts such as the minimax algorithm, alpha-beta pruning, and other evaluation functions. These proposals made it clear chess engines had potential to supersede humans in the game. It affirmed that chess was a game for machines and it was only a matter of time before humans would be figured out. To put this in perspective, chess is a game that after its first move, there are about 20 possibilities. On the second, 400 games could have been played. On the third move, that number rises to about 8,902. For the fourth, we would have the possibility of playing over 197,742 games. With how fast the sequence is growing, can you imagine the number if we get to the 11,400th move? It would definitely become a massive complex tree. Because of this, chess engines knew there was no way a game like this would be taken to its zenith by humans, who are generally bad at calculation.
How are humans going to deal with these numbers?
One of the chess engines said. Another one reiterated,
except a few of them. Their brains are like a calculator minus the accuracy.
With these algorithms integrated, the capability of chess engines increased. They became adaptive and were also automated to accommodate the everlasting landscape of chess. One of the major innovations that transformed chess engine is the brute force search. Chess engines discovered the brute force was a perfect algorithm for a game with endless possibilities like chess. But the need to limit the search when finding the best move in a position was needed, because if it were not limited, the engine would need to evaluate an astronomical number of possible moves, leading to extremely slow decision making, high memory requirements, and potential crashes or freezes. To explain how large the possibilities are, if everyone in the world paired off and had to play a game of chess every day, and it had to be a different game every day so they could play out all the possible games of chess, it would take us trillions and trillions of years to play them all. If we even consider all the games of chess that have been played in history, that is only a tiny fraction of all the possible games that could be played. With the brute force algorithm, chess engines realized they might never make a move, as it would be overwhelmed by the sheer number of possibilities they are evaluating. For this reason, a search enhancement to limit the search and the search period was created. Alan Turing in 1951 came to the rescue. He proposed a minimax-based chess algorithm. This proposal was also enhanced by John McCarthy in 1956 when he introduced the alpha-beta pruning. With the minimax algorithm, engines could now evaluate all possible moves and their consequences. They could assume opponents' optimal play in their evaluation. They could recursively explore the game tree and also choose moves with best minimax value. With the alpha-beta pruning, alpha will find the best possible move for the maximizing player, which in chess is white, and beta would find the best possible score for the minimizing player, which is black. The two work in hand during the search to find the best moves. Even with these algorithms, chess engines were not still regarded. In their battles with humans, these algorithms would play well at the opening phase of the game, but will fall like a house of cards during endgames because they had foundational issues with playing the endgames. For this reason, determined to take over, they went back to the drawing board. Alan Turing's 1953 paper then introduced the concept of evaluating death positions or quiet positions. Turing was actually brilliant and was very helpful to chess engines, because he realized by focusing on dead positions which had no outstanding captures, it would improve evaluation accuracy and also help in highlighting long-term positional advantages. So rather than just focusing on the quantity and quality of pieces and pawns on the board, engines also took into consideration control of open files and ranks, weak and strong squares, pawn majority, king safety, mobility and flexibility, and piece coordination. With this change in approach, chess engines were now good at long-term goals like creating pawn breaks, building pawn chains, and preparing for endgames. They were also aware of tactical considerations without captures like pins and skewers, forks and discovered attacks, zugzwang, and many other tactical considerations. All of these updates and developments were rolled out one after the other. So step by step, breadth by breadth, chess engines went from a device humans sneaked into for it to be functional to a device so good that if a mere beginner sneaks it into a chess tournament, they will be able to defeat the best chess player in the world. Now that we have all the ideas on paper, next, we will dive into the fascinating story of how chess engines practically outsmarted humans, from casual players to the world champion, Garry Kasparov. The first significant chess-playing program was created by Bernstein in 1957. It ran on an IBM 704 computer capable of performing approximately 42,000 operations per second. This was not a brute force program, as it only selected the best 7 moves for consideration using heuristics based on the chess laws it was programmed with. Examples are, we have strategic heuristics, which include controlling the center, developing pieces quickly, protecting the king, pawn structure matters. We have tactical heuristics, which include pinning pieces, forking opponents, discovering attacks, weak square complexes. We have evaluation heuristics, which include material balance, piece development, king safety, and pawn structure. And we have the search heuristics, which includes focus on open lines, explore attacking moves, consider counterattacks, and prioritize captures and checks. By incorporating chess laws into heuristics, engines improve search efficiency. They also enhance evaluation accuracy. They mimic human expertise and reduce computational complexity. Bernstein's chess engine was not like the sophisticated brute force program that does endless search. It employs a selective search approach to decide the move to explore further. In any given position, the engine uses a set of 8 evaluation criteria to identify the top 7 candidate moves. Once it is picked, it dives deeper, analyzing each one 4 moves ahead, using the same 8 evaluation criteria to select and predict its opponent's likely responses. To be more explicit, this is how the move selection process works. The first thing it does is identifies potential moves, and secondly, it asks 8 questions to evaluate each move. These questions are, the first one is, does the move attack an opponent's piece? The second is, does the move defend a threatened piece? The third, does the move control a strategic square? The fourth, does the move develop a piece? The fifth, does the move create a weakness? The sixth, does the move block an opponent's attack? The seventh, does the move open a line for attack? And the eighth, does the move improve pawn structure? Based on the answers to these questions on a particular move, it filters all the potential moves for 7 deeper analysis, which entails analyzing the 7 moves to a search depth of 4 plies to decide the best one to be selected. This move selection process makes the engine focus on the most promising move, evaluate moves based on strategic and tactical consideration, and also reduce computational complexity. This first chess engine achieved an ELO of 1500 due to hardware constraints, which hindered its potential. Because of this, it was an element of ridicule by humans. However, it did not take long for all its limitations to be forgotten, as its successors emerged to rewrite the rules of chess. The first successor of Bernstein's chess engine is chess 4.5, which was created in 1973. This engine was a significant improvement over Bernstein's program in the 1960s. These are the key differences. Why Bernstein's program had elementary level play, shallow search depth, limited evaluation function, and lack of transposition tables, Chess 4.5 in 1973 was equipped with deeper search depth. It could go an average of 4 to 5 plies. It had improved evaluation function. It had transposition tables. It had better move ordering. It had more efficient search program. All of these cumulated to it having a stronger play of approximately 1800 ELO. Chess 4.5 was an upgraded version of the previous chess engine. It marked a significant milestone in chess programming by demonstrating feasibility of computer chess. It also affirmed potential for improvement through algorithmic advancements, and it also set the foundation for future chess engines. With an ELO of about 1800, every human clock player was conquered, but that was not the target. So, Chess Engine had their focus shifted to the pinnacle of chess excellence, defeating grandmasters. This mission was fully explored and executed from the 1980s to the 1990s, the second era of Chess Engine. It was a great feat that an ELO rating of 1800 was achieved by Chess 4.5. But it was clear that there was no way that would be enough to bring down human grandmasters. For these reasons, chess engines pressed on as significant advancements were made in the creation of dedicated chess hardwares. These hardwares brought about the creation of specialized computer chips designed specifically for chess processing. These chips had custom architecture which was optimized for chess calculation. They could process moves faster, which increased speed and efficiency. They had increased memory and were better at handling large database. And finally, they had parallel processing that allowed them to simultaneously evaluate multiple lines. With this framework, Ken Thompson's chess engine, Bell, was created. The key features and capabilities of this engine are: it had a specialized purpose hardware for increased speed, it could analyze 30 million positions in 3 minutes, and it was capable of an exhaustive search of 8 to 9 ply in middle game positions. Apart from that, it was also fashioned with extensive opening books. The chess engine Bell was so good, it won the 1978 ACM Northern American Computer Chess Championship, it won the 1983 World Computer Chess Championship, it achieved a rating of over 2,200 in 1980, and it was actually the first program to receive the Masters rating. Unlike the previous chess engines, Bell had a functional endgame database, partially removing the perceived weakness of chess engines in endgame positions. It is important to state that Bell was not alone in this endeavor to torment humans for claiming chess engines would never be better than them. Bell had a counterpart, a chess engine named Crazy Blitz. This engine utilized the brute force approach. In 1981, it could analyze 3,000 nodes per second with a depth of 6 plies. This performance increase was due to further advancement in technology based on assembly language optimization and also the Cray XMP, a computer with multiprocessing capabilities. Cray Blitz became one of the strongest chess programs of its time, demonstrating the power of brute force and optimized processing. Even with all of these massive updates, humans would not go down without their fight. These engines were no match for chess GMs and some international masters. For example, in 1978, Bell lost 3.5 to 1.5 to international master David Levy. It also lost to Grandmaster John Noon in 1983, 4-0. These losses, though brutal, marked the beginning of the end of the human domination over chess, because the years that came after this saw the demolition of humans totally. But it wasn't easy, because humans did not back down without a fight. The third era of chess engines is the algorithmic era, spanning from 1985 to present, catalyzed a chess revolution. Innovations sparked unprecedented growth, refining through resetting algorithms, harnessing powerful PCs, and integrating vast opening books and endgame database. With these advancements, the whole of humanity was defeated, but there was still one man standing. The hope of humanity rested on his shoulder. That man was Garry Kasparov. Garry Kasparov, never one for humility, boldly declared in the 1980s that despite everything, No chess engine program could defeat him. He backed his statement up like a man by defeating IBM's Deep Thought in 1989. He repeated the same feat in 1996 when he faced Deep Blue again and defeated it. In that match, he lost one of the games, making Deep Blue the first chess engine to defeat a world champion. Securing a pivotal Game 1 victory against Kasparov showed Deep Blue's potential was unmistakable. The year after that, the upgraded version, Deeper Blue, decisively defeated Garry Kasparov 3.5 to 2.5 in 1997, and that marked the end of human supremacy. This watershed moment paved the way for modern chess engines like Stockfish, Lila Chess, AlphaZero, and many others that have not only eclipsed human capacity but Deep Blue's prowess as well. These cutting-edge programs consistently outmaneuver humans, transforming chess into a collaborative sport. Today, engines analyze games, provide training tools, and engage in online matches, forever changing the chess landscape. Their dominance has sparked debates about human-machine collaboration, chess evolution, and the limitless potential of artificial intelligence. The era of human dominance in chess might be behind us, but the question still lingers. Who exactly is the greatest chess player of all time? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some crazy stats that would show you why Magnus Carlsen leaves the rest, including Mikhail Tal, Garry Kasparov, and even Bobby Fischer in the dust. If you're a Fischer fan, please don't watch this video, because I wouldn't say more than that. Thank you very much for watching my video. I am very grateful and appreciative that you were able to watch till this point. I need more numbers so my videos can reach more people. For this reason, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more chess content. Thank you very much.